And we're live. So we've decided, by request of somebody, I don't remember how this all came about, but the White Claw Outlaws are going to be here tonight. So we're going to have a conversation with the White Claw Outlaws, represented tonight by Chad Bartlett. Thank you for showing up. And let's see here. We're talking about. Aren't you guys working this weekend? High
Working
velocity.
this week. I don't really consider what we do work, to be quite honest with you. It would be different if the circumstances were different, but we don't work. If you're talking about making sure that the number of pregnant women all across the United States goes up, then you can say that the good times had by single mothers and married women, it just keeps going up. We're more out there MILF hunting than to wrestle. If you notice, the wrestling is easy for us. That's why we've never lost. And pretty much we focus our attention on impressing the MILFs or the GILFs out there, in the crowd that could be eyeing the goods, if you know what I mean.
I
That's
understand.
the most important thing, If this is work to some people, then they're probably pretty sad. They're pretty sad people. You probably know a lot of them.
Yeah, I'm sure I do. I've probably had a handful of them on the show.
Which is, well, the ratings will improve now. Now ratings improve. Superstars, they're once in a generation talent. It's hard to find, dude. So I don't fault you for that. I guess it's not your fault. You're nice enough to put up this background and all this stuff. Usually people run scared of us. Usually people with their fragile little egos, you know them. You know too many of them.
Yeah,
they don't want to give us the respect we deserve. So that's fine. Their wives love us. Their girlfriends love us. You should see my DMs. If I was a screenshot warrior like half the people in wrestling locker rooms, they'd already be broke up with their girlfriends and divorced from their wives and all this stuff. But it's okay. I don't have to screenshot nothing. I'm good.
Well, I don't blame you, because at that rate, that means it's more free time for them to go if they're not with their wives and their girlfriends. But after boohooing, they're going to be in the gym and they're going to be in the wrestling ring. So,
dude, it's just I don't know, dude. It's like you got all these buff, fragile egos. They'll call people nerds. They may say I'm a nerd because I got a Nintendo 64 shirt on, but it's just funny. Like, they can't afford to put gas in their tank, and I've got Goosebumps books worth more than their payoffs they'll get all year long. It's crazy to me, dude. And then so a real superstar shows up, and it's nothing but hate. It's like the new age villains hate us. Have you seen those guys?
Yeah.
Have you seen them march around? Have you seen the videos that they put on social media? They'll be all sweaty and disgusting with one bar of signal, talking like RoboCop. We just blah, 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 in a place that blah, blah, nobody cares about. Have you seen those?
Yeah, I've seen them.
Dude. You live in North Carolina, right? Is that where you're from? South Carolina?
I live in South Carolina. I'm not from here.
Okay,
I live
here in South Carolina, dude. These are supposed to be the biggest tag team in the Carolinas. Okay. Y'all look like this shit's coming from the flea market, man. Come on, dude. Come on. I mean, Mook the BTSG. Have you ever heard of that guy? Mook Massacre, he's calling himself.
Nope.
He runs at these shows, UCW, and he's running his mouth. We've gone there to try to lift that company up and rise it to prominence in the Carolinas. And what do? Sabotage every single opportunity that they get. The greatest tag team that has ever touched down on the ground, and we shouldn't be there. We should be first class Cloud 9 every time. But we've come as charity workers to the Carolinas. Men, AC are from Virginia, dude. And he's lived a lot of his life in Texas, in places like San Antonio, where it's so much better than North Carolina, dude, and South Carolina. These people are crazy out here, not respecting us for showing up as charity workers, as relief workers, to try to give people actual entertainment who sit on their hands and are desperate for something to happen. And they hate on us, dude.
Well, see, I'm from Virginia myself. So
there you go. That's why you make so much sense. That's why you've got your background set up. You're sitting here. You got a beautiful chair there. That recliner looks like it's super comfortable. You've got it together. A lot of these clowns, they're fucking disgusting, dude.
Hey man, look! I can't get the remote in screen, but there's a remote for this thing. This is a massage chair. You know, after working all weekend and you go, on the road, it's nice to sit in a massage chair and unwind.
I'll give you props on the chair. That's good. As long as you say good things about me, I'm down with it. Because I know you're not with the clowns. You must have somebody real like your visual specialist that prescribed you the glasses there. He has a good talent because you can obviously see clearly all the things that keep going on around. And I see you have people on here talking and everything, but I just don't understand why people want to talk about nothing. People talk so much about, well, over here at W Wrestling, it's like this happened, and nobody knows about that. Nobody cares about that. Nobody wants to do anything to make something matter. These people want to get out here, and the reason why it's so easy for me to slap these idiots around is because they go to like gymnastics practice and stuff, and then come out here trying to act like Power Rangers when I'm trying to feed them their own teeth for lunch, breakfast, and dinner, and hope that they can dig them out to be surgically implanted back in their face after they exit their assholes. That's what I'm about.
You said an awful lot in that. You said a hell of a lot of things in that,
now you're starting to piss me off, dude, because you're laughing.
No, dude,
like,
I
do
see
something funny to you.
Well, the teeth coming out their asshole part was pretty comical in my opinion, but I get it because you're serious, and I've seen you do that. I've seen you stretch these guys like you say. I've seen you go to AWL 52 Reasons. You showed up, beat the living shit out of.
Nobody wants to talk about that. But continue. Nobody wants to talk about that. They'd way rather talk about the 12 people show where somebody did a super spiral handspring on top of somebody that stood outside the fucking ring for 12 minutes. And it looked clean. Go dance behind Bruno Mars. Go do that. That'd be beautiful. You come around me, I'm going to smack the shit out of you, dude.
You threw the one motherfucker out the ring and he hit the damn steps. He had to travel 8 feet to hit what he hit. I'm telling y'all, I was fucking there. I was on the stage.
Yeah.
So you threw that motherfucker, and then you beat the shit out of the other guy, and then the other team, you meleeed them as well, and then you stole the tag titles.
See, and that's something that you and I are going to have to disagree on point blank, because you're telling me in a sport where the objective is to beat a man into submission, force him to lay on his back for 3 seconds. And that means that you do that and they've got the belts, then you get them, right? Well, you're telling me when somebody's running their mouth, you show up and beat their ass and take the belts while they lay on the ground for more than 3 seconds, then you steal something. I don't think I stole anything. I think that I proved a point. I proved a point to high velocity wrestling, to urban combat wrestling, to all American League Wrestling, all Wrestling League. Oh, Jimmy Ward likes to run his mouth too. I've proven it to all of them that they're going to have to either give the White Claw Outlaws what we deserve, or we will show up, we will take it, and they're not going to do a damn thing about it. That's the sad situation that all of y'all are in. People who like to run their mouths and have their golden boys and their picks and not promote this show and not say nothing. You're talking to somebody that doesn't care about filleting the ego of promoters, number one, and somebody who is set out to be on a mission to prove to all these broke back, low life, crying, egomaniacal bitches in wrestling that the best that there's ever been has shown up because he wanted to. I don't have to prove nothing to nobody. I've already got it made. I can make more sitting on my ass doing nothing, get more notoriety, more eyeballs, and more views than people who are out here trying to learn how to do gymnastics like these circus athletes or whatever you call it. When it comes to whipping a man's ass, all you got to do is ask the WCO. That's it. That's all we do. That's all we care about. We're having fun doing it. That's all that matters to us is we enjoy ourselves, do what we want to do, and watch everybody else cry about it.
Right. Yeah. Let's see here. Speaking of Jimmy Ward, he said the White Claw Outlaws is too effing real for normal people.
Hey, look. The money speaks for itself. That's all I'm saying. I'm not worried about in professional wrestling what happens to the legacy of me. The legacy of me. What does that mean to me? I crown myself. I don't need anybody else's opinion, right? So the thing that I'm trying to do is bring money to the door. I want the fans in the stands so I can tell them how much they suck. If I'm sitting here screaming y'all suck and there ain't even nobody there to hear it, what's the point? Would anybody sit there and host a town hall for one person to sit there? I'm not going to waste my breath on this idiot. I want them all to sit there and do something. If you really think that you've got it and you can shut me down, go ahead. That goes the locker room, the fans, the promoters. You know how many, there have been people say, I will sell my soul to keep them boys from getting booked. It's 3 years running and we're still getting booked. We're still the baddest. And it's because we don't care about being part of the cool kids club. Pat on the back, brother. What a good match you guys had. Kiss my ass, dude. I am out for money. I am out for belts. I am out here to get my rocks off doing my thing. And I don't give a shit who gets hurt by it, who gets mad about it, who wants to cry, but this ain't the way. You know what? You can have your way of how it's supposed to be. I'm going to show you how it is. What more do you need to say other than that? And if they want to test it, then that's fine. I'm going to make money doing it. And then I'm going to go look at every single one of those sorry saps sitting in the stands with their trophy wives and tell them they just lost that one too.
Right on. Now, speaking of High Velocity, the owner of High Velocity Wrestling said you better bring those belts back.
Another one. You can watch it on video, Ron. I am not making this shit up. Gary, of all people, has set us up. Do you know that he physically attacked at the last HVW show that happened? Do you know that sack of shit grabbed AC Reddick by the arm and jerked his arm out of socket? There was a dispute between us and the New Age villains, and right there in front of the fans, we were going to have an opportunity to settle it like men. And these jerk-offs, because it's their show, they got to have their nice little show. They want to intervene into a serious situation and grabbed a superstar whose right arm is probably worth more than any wrestling promotion in the Carolinas and jerked it out of socket, which led to us losing a match against the New Age villains. Do you even consider that a loss? Could you imagine you have somebody, you've got like a world championship boxer who has his arm go out of socket the night of a boxing match? Are they going to have that match? Hell no. Hell no. So guess who showed up? Guess who still did their jobs? The White Claw Outlaws. So you see what happens at 52 Reasons. The New Age villains were there. They had those HVW tag team titles, and the White Claw Outlaws got what was ours, what was stolen from us at the last HVW show. That's what nobody wants to talk about. Because they're the golden boys.
I was there.
Yeah, you saw it. You saw it. I performed a song for those people down there in Marion. I sang a beautiful song.
I was cameraman for you. Yeah.
And AC Reddick was out there. Just all he said, and Nathan Cross was there. He can attest. This is probably what blew him up. That he had an entanglement, with AC Reddick. AC Reddick said he had an entanglement with Nathan's mom. And you're telling me that your ego is so fragile that your mama comment makes you lose it when he had what I would consider main event match lined up against us. He wants to lose his mind and then cause something like that to happen. AC Reddick, then he was in a sling for days after that. Have charges been pressed against Gary? No. Could they be? Probably still so. So let's just keep pressing this. Keep pressing it. And what happened at 52 Reasons will happen again somewhere else. It'll happen wherever it needs to happen. See, that's what I'm saying. That's a difference. See, these promoters, Jimmy included, they want to get in the middle of this stuff, and then they get mad. Oh, my show got messed up. No, I am the fucking show.
Right?
AC Riddick is the show. Kay Holiday is the show when he stands beside us.
Jimmy Ward's agreeing with you. He said, see, that makes sense. The belts were initially stolen at High Velocity Wrestling. So all they did was take back what was stolen from them. Nothing to see here.
I mean, well, that's where I do disagree with Jimmy. There is something to see here. And that's why whenever we land now, in whatever city it is, people want to come back and see that again. They want to see what we bring because there are people with money who recognize real talent. They go, oh my God, these guys are incredible wrestlers. Not only are they beautiful vocalists, talented entertainers in every right, but they're going to lay the smackdown on all these motherfuckers out here. And we do time and time again, like I've said, undefeated, Ron. What other tag team has been going as long as we have is still undefeated? We've never lost. We've never lost a match. And then these are the people like Gary putting his hands on AC. All these promoters want to, like Mook Massacre at UCW. He wants to put his hands on us. We've had physical altercations with him. It's unbelievable to me how much these guys that are supposed to be making sure everybody gets paid and making sure that the show runs smoothly get in the middle of the greatest thing happening. Try to physically take us out. Hell, I know for a fact that nobody had even drank White Claw until we started drinking it. We started a revolution, Ron.
See, I'll be honest with you. I've been after some promoters to try to get you booked. And I'll tell you why. Because I want to see the White Claw Outlaws versus a tag team called Whiskey Business. I want to see the battle of the beverages. I want to see the battle of the beverages. I think that would be highly entertaining. Because all four of y'all are brute motherfuckers that like to throw hands and like to get shitty. And I think it would be a hell of a beatdown in front of a live audience.
Look, I've been going at it with so many people here recently. White Mike is another one. Oh my God, dude. This guy does nothing but piss me off. Every single time that the White Claw Outlaws, and we do a lot of charity work in Asheville because, the people in Asheville, North Carolina are full of this energy. Well, they think they are. And if we could just show them, if they could just see that they're actually just full of shit and they need to hand this big tourism business and this big arts community over to people with an actual vision down there, then maybe something will come of it. And maybe they're not the secondhand flea market version of San Francisco and the joke that everybody perceives them to be. Maybe we can make something happen there. Once again, a humanitarian effort gets spit on by people like White Mike, Alan Brody, these idiots over here at UCW, Spaceman Jones, all these idiots out there, right? Like you throw those names together and it already sounds like a bunch of lunatics trying to run an asylum. So you bring professionals like the White Claw Outlaws in the mix out there and you just get humiliated and spit on when you're trying to tell the truth. They live in a delusional world. So we're dropping truth bombs over there. You get to HVW where you've got Gary out here strong arming AC Riddick, but we show them what real professionals are. We go out there, we get the thing done, and then still not recognized. So Jimmy Ward did not even have an idea what was going on. We walked up on his stage, walked out to the ring, handled business just to show everybody there that it doesn't matter. Listen, if you're in that locker room and you've got problems with us, if you're going to step out and get in that ring with anybody, think that we could be there to jump the rails, to take advantage of you in a vulnerable position because you put us in one when we get disrespected. right? So he understood. Jimmy understood, because you know what happens? People start talking about it. He took the free publicity of having the White Claw Outlaws there. It just is what it is. So if people would just give us what we want, it would be a lot easier than us forcefully taking it. As you can see, people like Mook the BTSG and old Gary and all these other idiots out there. ICWA is another one. There's only one promotion really in Tennessee that's crazy enough to have us come through. And we went out there and I made, listen, have you ever seen a professional wrestler with real spiritual powers?
No.
Did you know in Tennessee, I'm known as the White Claw Messiah? It's a true story.
Why
I'm
is that?
walking in the ring with AC, and we're preaching the truth to these derelict rednecks out in East Tennessee that they do not like, but it is the truth. God love them. They have not a tooth in their head and not a thought that goes through their brain other than dumb. And I told this one idiot that was sitting there in a wheelchair, I can't believe he's sitting there in a wheelchair talking shit to me. And so I threw it right back at him. He got all huffy and puffy. And I said, listen, if you are man enough to stand up and do something about it, that's a different story. Dude, my words brought this man up out of his wheelchair. He stood right up and walked over to the rail. From then on, they were calling me the White Claw Messiah. Hey, the truth will set you free, Ron. And sometimes the White Claw Messiah will lift you to your feet. Yeah, I didn't hear a word you said.
I said, I believe I saw that one. Didn't somebody take his wheelchair?
I don't know. I can't be speaking on any kind of theft of any kind or anything like that. I'm not trying to be taken into court over anything stupid. Yeah, that'd probably be a dumb thing to talk about.
More than likely.
There's a lot of been talking about. So you're not on Gary's side on this, are you? Because you're not trying to say that I would be the kind of guy that would be in on stealing anything. You get where I'm coming from when I'm saying
I understand your point.
We're the rightful champions. There's no doubt about that.
I understand your point. Do you know what side I'm on? I'm on the side that gets me paid. That's the side I'm on for everything.
Okay.
You made the same statement earlier. You're like, you go to shows, you're here to get paid, do your thing, and go to hell on. That's exactly why I go to shows.
Do you think a tip from me would probably be more than one of these guys would pay you? What are they paying you? That you get the hot dog payment?
Fuck no.
Yeah.
I haven't got the hot dog payment ever. So, no.
Yeah.
I don't play that shit.
Yeah, there's this thing called money. It talks. Yeah. Everything else can, get fucked as far as I'm concerned. So if you want to roll with the real, that's fine. We can tuck in, a couple Benjamins in your pocket and everything will be good. You know what I'm saying? So it might be a good idea for you to just agree with me and everything like that. I mean, let's just be real. I want the wrestling business to thrive because it's entertaining. Where else could you find this number of goofs all in one place? But, I don't want to run them out of business. That's why, it's entertainment for me. A lot of it is just really fun. It's hilarious. One of the funniest things is that, like, people talk shit about wrestling fans, but, like, the promoters and the guys in the locker room, a lot of them smell worse, have less teeth, are dumber than some of the fans that they make fun of, which is really, really funny.
Yeah, it's quite hypocritical at that.
It's quite hypocritical. I'm not trying to say the fans aren't like knuckle draggers by and large. I mean, they definitely are. But I mean, have you walked into a locker room every once in a while and you?
Dude, more than once.
What the fuck is up with this guy? They want to talk shit. Oh, did you watch that match? Did you see that match? You think, and knowing damn well we could whip everybody's ass. Come on, man.
It's worse when you have to be in the ring with somebody who doesn't wash their gear.
Well,
when that shit is musty.
Here's the thing. I'll just refuse. It's nothing to me to walk into the ring and lock up with somebody, and if they smell bad, roll out, count as many numbers as you want to. I'm headed to the shaggin' wagon, not giving a fuck. We'll lay somebody else on their back. How about that? Doesn't bother me any at all.
There you go. Now we got a comment here
Oh,
from Bill Hazelwood. The Battle of the Beverages. I love it. Wow, I can announce it with a mixed drink in my hand. I like it.
okay. So this guy sounds like an alcoholic. He says, all alcohol, give it to me. Interesting.
Well, Jimmy Ward told him to be careful because you will go off on his ass.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to give him too much coverage. I mean, like I said, I like to get paid for my services. So if I'm going to even speak somebody's name, I should probably take that into consideration. That's what also to any fans out there, if you feel inclined to send me a message, I just want you to know it's like $20 for each fan interaction, right? So if you send me a message, if I reply to that, you automatically owe me money. It's not going to be this thing where, it's my job to get money from you, pretty much. So I'm not your friend. I don't give a damn about what you do or who you are or how much you like this or how much you hate that. My time is money, and if you take it, you're paying me. That's pretty much it. Don't send me a message. Is another thing you could do.
Now, another promoter has chimed in.
Oh, beautiful.
Cole Maccabee, the owner of Pro Wrestling Union. He said, Battle of the Beverages. White Claw is barely considered a beverage and is only used among college girls trying to watch their figures and guys without a high tolerance and no taste.
All right. So first off, I noticed that in his picture, there's a girl who I would probably consider to be his wife. So I want to know, if you can hear this, that guy's wife, why is he worried about college girls' figures? Or what college girls are doing in general. Married men talking about college girls. See, that's why their wives cheat on them with us. Shit like that. They are like, oh, you're talking about college girls? Let me go break out some studs then. And the White Claw Outlaws are in town, right? So, you know, he can dig his own grave with his little socialist wrestling union or whatever it is. I don't know what he's doing out there. A union of what?
No.
What was that? Just some phrase? Oh, this sounds official.
Well,
it doesn't.
So
mean
it's
shit, but
it's based in Union, which is a county in South Carolina.
Oh, so this is a county.
So there's that,
hopes, man. It's
but
like this thing is about to blow up so big. We're going to make sure that it's named after the county because, like, other people have other goals. Yeah.
But the name was to it, you know, how the belt has been used in other states. Their heavyweight title has traveled and worked in Florida, Texas, North and South Carolina, I believe Tennessee as well. Georgia, maybe. I don't remember Georgia or not. But so they do form partnerships with other promotions.
Okay.
That I do know. So that's part of what the union is for.
Good luck, bro. It's cute.
Bill Hazelwood answered back. He said, alcoholics are quitters. I'm a drunk.
I'm a drunk. See, man, I hope somebody's tucking him in at night. That can be a lonely situation.
Yeah, she's in the chat too.
She is good. Take care of that, you know. Hey, talk to the preacher over here of Pro Wrestling Union. He's speaking the word of the union. You were selling me on that like somebody's going to be on your ass if you don't. You got some ties in. Is that your money? Is your money in the union, Ron? You part of the union?
My money's spread across multiple places, buddy.
Union, see, okay. He plants seeds. I see. Where you throw some in my pocket, bro, it's going to bloom.
I travel.
Little Wayne said they throw dirt on me, grow a wild flower. You know, it is what it is, man. That's the truth. That's why I hope there's shade, dude. I hope that, look, the reason why most have player hated is because they're intimidated. You know what I'm saying? That's the truth. And that's fine. I can understand intimidation. It would make me sick to work so hard and to just dedicate myself to the craft so much and to be so brainwashed, to be so belittled that a certain standard is all that will make me happy. You know, just to see somebody like me whistling, slinging my dick and doing the damn thing with not a care in the fucking world. It would hurt to know that what makes other people want to puke is the kind of pressure that gets me hard as a diamond. The opportunity to prove to people that the gun smoke ain't no joke is what makes my heart pump, because there's so many people who deny it that can't do it. I'm bulletproof. They can't do it, and they hate it. And it just makes me so glad, dude. I'm so happy to be me. It's amazing.
Right. Now, so you don't see too many of these teams in the Carolinas as a viable threat, do you?
Oh, no. I mean, there's some that have tried, and let me tell you, as much as I hate these individuals, I will tell you who they are. The New Age Villains, Mook Massacre, Alan Brody, White Mike, all of them have tried to end what is happening with the White Claw Outlaws. All of them have tried. That, to me, is a testament to their greatness. All worm, no soul. Gave it an effort. Didn't even know who we were or what was going on, but they threw them hands up. They weren't intimidated, were they?
No.
For that, you can give them a little bit of respect. Now, to think that they stand a chance or that there's actually anything that they can do about what we're doing is laughable. But to even try, an ant that bites you on the foot, you're like, you son of a bitch. But you're like, you know what? I may not be the happiest stepping on that ant pile. It ain't going to really do anything but piss me off if they bite me. But I don't want to get bit. They all gave me that feeling.
Right.
Am I intimidated? No. Am I impressed? No. Do I really give a shit? No. But like that's a better example. Nobody wants to step in a pile of dog shit. You'll step around it if you can, and it sucks if you get into it. But at the end of the day, it's a pile of shit.
A little bit of water, it's gone.
Gone. Little White Claw, it's gone.
Okay, little White Claw, it's gone. Well, we have another comment here. Scott Larson from #Truth has chimed in. Says the young man with a 40-year-old gaming system on his shirt, come back to reality, sir.
With a 40-year-old gaming system on what do you want from me, Scott? What do you want from me? Do you want me to grab the Xbox Series X and show it to you, or the 3 gaming computers? Or how about this, Ron? Do we want to look at the fucking Turtles in Time arcade that I've got over here? What do you want to see from me? What do I got to do? Do I need to go hardcore flex on y'all? The fucking MacBooks, the Galaxy phones. What do you want? Do you want me to show you I'm paid? Do you want me to start flipping hundreds in your face, Scott? How about this? You're stepping into deep waters talking shit when really it might be best if you just shut the fuck up. How's that?
Damn. Let's see here. David Estacado has chimed in. He said, nice, and more of a rum and tequila guy.
Everybody has their beverage of choice. Not everyone has superior taste. I don't expect everybody to be perfect, but you can't say shit about me for being that. You know, you don't have to be a hater. You don't have to. You can go with the flow or get swept under in the current and just drown, dude. It's hard to find these motherfuckers that get drowned, too. I don't know if you know that, but it's difficult, man. People get lost in the sauce. You know, ride the wave or it's going to take you out, man.
It depends on where they get lost at. Salt versus freshwater consistencies.
You never know.
Yeah, man. I bring that up. I brought that up because you had the Navy flag in the background.
Oh, that's right. I was a hospital corpsman at one point in time.
Oh, thank you for your service.
Yeah, and AC's a veteran as well.
Oh, really?
Combat veteran.
No shit.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
Real warriors, dude. The real deal, man. That's the thing. That's why. That's a large in part reason why all the huffing and puffing don't impress me much. Don't impress him much. You're going to tell us Like we haven't seen shit. Like you're going to tell us like we haven't been places, and you're going to tell us like we're not the real fucking deal, dude. That's the thing that makes us special. We don't really need a title other than our name. Our name is the most impressive title that we wear because people know who the fuck we are. Could hang the boots up tomorrow. People would know who we are. Trust me. In way, 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 way more places than all these people that think that they're the shit. Oh, man. I'm out there, bro. I've got my hands in many, many places. And you can take that how you want to. You can take offense to that if you want to. That's fine by me. It don't change my situation. None.
Man, you was in the military. I was raised by military. I'm not for the easily offended myself, so we'd be all right then.
Oh, we're good to go. As far as I can tell, you're one of the first people that I've had the chance to sit down with and chop it up with that hasn't really pissed me off. That's something that you should be proud of. You know, a lot of the people that run these podcasts say nothing. Don't let anybody say nothing. Now, I will say when you started to hit me with the, oh, I don't know, y'all got to be careful, don't offend anybody, I was like, I don't know how this is going to work. But you've been pretty good so far. I don't feel like I've been censored. I don't feel like anybody's tried to pat out any fires because I want them to burn, dude. Do you know what burns? You know what burns really easy? The dead shit, the leaves on the ground, all the stuff that's just sitting there waiting to decay, waiting to go away. So when the heat comes in and the fire hits it, the ones that get lit up first are already dead. They're already done.
Right. Now, the original point what you were just bringing up, when you said about, I tried to avoid certain topics, this is true. And so far, you're not burying anybody or burying anything. So I'm not bothered.
No, I'm telling the truth. But some people
Right.
take that. Some people, they're so, this, egos are so fragile, man. People get all wound up and they get all butthurt and crybaby about all this shit. It's the most, dude, I've seen so many people that will sit there and flex in front of a camera and cry like a bitch in Messenger. Flex on camera, taking all these pictures, talking about what men they are. And they're out there crying and crying. Can you believe the White Claw Outlaws said this? Can you believe that they jumped these guys? And you, oh my God, dude. These dudes, if they could go as hard as they do screenshot and sending messages back and forth and crying and complaining about shit and conspiring, dude, we would be in the middle of a wrestling boom, the likes of which hasn't happened since ever, probably. But it's not that way, man. It's not that way.
We're gonna catch some comments, and I do want to bring up one of the last couple of videos you guys released. Michael King said King Enterprises is intrigued by the White Claw Outlaws.
Join the club.
And then Jimmy Ward said these boys are out of your league. They're out of Michael King's league.
Well, I mean, I don't have any specific knowledge of what his bank account looks like, so maybe he's right, maybe he's wrong. I'm not trying to say I haven't taken any money from Jimmy, but I have and I will. But maybe even more if he wants to get cocky about it. But I don't know how much the budget. See, I can't go everywhere. Everybody wants. Oh, are you guys here? Do you guys go there? I'm like, that's not up to me. Money talks. It's not up to me. I'm chasing the Benjamins and the good times. They'll be had wherever I'm at. So, I mean, it just is what it is, man. I don't know if these people can afford me or not. That's up to them, really.
Right. It's also on them if they want to afford you to invest in their product.
Right. Not everybody invested in Microsoft. Not everybody invested in Apple. Those companies, there's people, like I know people that started at Walmart when it first had a few stores open, and they got all these stock options in lieu of bonuses and things like that. Boy, I wish I would have known, they say. Damn, I'd be a millionaire right now if I believed in that. Well, here we are. Your Walmart, your Google, your Apple in wrestling form in an entertainment package. here it is. But if you don't put your money here, then I can't help you whenever you're begging. There's already people begging, dude. There's already people hitting me up. Oh, what about this? Can you help me with this? Can you do that for me? No, I'm still doing for me.
Right.
So, yeah. But I mean, it's up to them, man. What is their budget? Are they ready to invest in something serious, or do they want to keep playing with their real life figures? It's up to them. I want to make real life figures.
Right. Scott Larson chimed in. He said, I'm not a hater. You have to care to hate. Thank you for your service, sir.
You have to care. I don't care. Yet here I am in the chat. Okay. Thank you, Scott.
Huckabee and Hanson All-Star Special.
Like, what is that?
I have no idea what the fuck that is.
I don't know. People just say stuff to say stuff, talk to talk, talk to talk, gripe to gripe.
Yep. Jimmy Ward said if there was a screenshot belt, a lot of motherfuckers would line up for it.
Oh, dude, it'd be a boom. The screenshot warriors. And it's like, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? At the end of the day, who gives a shit? I could care less what anybody thinks about me. I could care less about any of it. You know why? Because when you step through the curtain, you get into that ring, all that shit is gone. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether somebody wanted me to be in the position that I'm in. It doesn't matter if I was booked on the show. It doesn't matter any of this stuff. What matters is I'm there, it's happening, and now you motherfuckers just got to sit there and watch. And the fact you didn't want it to, and it is anyway, is that much of a thrill for me, because I'm sitting here not only doing my fucking thing, but you have to watch. That's beautiful, man. Or do something about it. Feel more than welcome to just come on and do something about it. That's also, an option for you. But sometimes it's better to watch than to be part of that. So,
yeah.
Let's
see here. Scott Larson said, seriously, love your team. Saw you one time. I can't get those 5 minutes back. I saw Morrowind in the background. You are forgiven.
I mean, Morrowind, one of the greatest games of all time. Everybody knows it. That's the Game of the Year edition. This is a PC. It's not a big box, but it's a complete. That was a gift, dude. People give me shit like that. A lot of this stuff is gifts. I get blessed, man. I sit there. My presence is a blessing to a lot of people. So continue to do that. Here you go. But the haters don't get nothing. They don't get anything from me. It's even an energy drain, because I take that energy they're giving me, and it just makes me that more jacked on doing my thing. Every success that I get is a shot to their nuts, man. And it's funny to watch them, dude. It's funny. It's funny. Illiterate idiots are the loudest literary critics. They'll judge a book by the cover and can't read the first sentence. That's a fact, dude. They'll sit there and analyze and dissect some shit that they can't do and never will be able to do, but want to so bad. So they'll sit there and talk shit and act like it's theirs. It's not theirs. It's nobody's but mine, my partners, and whoever wants to roll with it. That's right. It.
Now, you guys recently shot a video from a skate park.
We did.
Yeah. And you made some sort of remark about it, like you were at the skate park, but you didn't know why you were at the skate park.
Yeah, I didn't say that.
Right, your partner did, right?
He said that. Yeah, so I didn't say that. I can't speak for him. He's his own sentient being, by the way. He's his own person. He does his own thing. We just so happen to be on the same mission, which is very useful.
Okay, so why were you guys at a skate park? I guess that's my question for that.
Because that's where I roll. I'm a skater, dude. I skate, bro. I've skated for years.
Well, here's to another thing in common then. long time ago.
Yeah, dude, I'm an anarchist. That's why you said don't bring up politics, and I'm just like, yeah, I won't bring up politics. I don't give a shit about politics. I think it's stupid. Yeah.
Works for
me.
How
about this? It doesn't matter who the president is. He can kiss my ass. All of them.
Let's see here. Oh, what tag team would you like to wrestle that you haven't got the chance to yet?
A tag team that I would like. I don't watch wrestling. I don't know. I don't go to shows. If I'm not on the show, I'm not there. I'm not watching. I don't get involved in that shit. So I don't know. Who would I like to wrestle? I would like to get Spaceman Jones and Gary Benfield in the ring and beat the shit out of both of them. Those are two promoters that have been talking all this shit. And every time we show up at their shows, we get either screwed over by a referee, somebody's arm jerked out of socket, or some, it's always been some kind of harassment by those two. So that's who. Create a tag team of those two idiots, and I'll smack the shit out of both of them. That's how I feel about it. I think that a lot of these promoters that like to get into our affairs and don't know where to just chill out, and they step outside the lines and they want to get confrontational with wrestlers by putting their hands on them and sending people out after them and all this stuff. You want to get it that involved in the physical aspect of what's going on, you better believe that one day it's going to happen. So why don't we just go ahead and make that match? Or I would be ready for some kind of I don't know, what do they call it? A handicap match where we just line up all the promoters that want to talk shit. All these guys, they're this shits, they're this and that. Just line up, and not only that, be man enough to say it to my face, and then let's see how that unfolds from there. Why talk about the tag teams when we don't even have to battle the tag teams as much as we do all the dumb sons of bitches surrounding the situation? We take what we want from the tag teams. We'll find them. They don't need a heads up on who's next. You feel me? Why would I go out here and tell everybody who my next target is? Sounds pretty dumb.
Right. Well, David was saying, need to book them against William Huckabee and Hold My Beer Hansen.
Hold my beer. Shit. Yeah. Sound like a bunch of wife beaters to me.
I can only figure that they're up near the Raleigh area because I think that's where David is based out of, is up near the Raleigh area.
I mean, anything can happen. Magic can happen. Pay me. Stack the bread, make a sandwich, make a dinero sandwich for me. If you can do that, anything's possible.
Right.
Anything's possible. I might even make people show up to the event. Oh, could you imagine a tag team that promoted a show? Oh, could you imagine? Dude, I saw somebody the other day talking about how outside of the match itself, the other elements of wrestling are unimportant. That places are stupid for having anything other than good matches. And I just lost my fuck. It's like, no, that's not what's happening here. You're doing the wrong thing. I got somebody I could introduce them to. I got my homie Chandler the Hammer Cole, one of my good friends. He's a professional MMA fighter. He was just on The Ultimate Fighter. If you want to make a deal with him, he can provide that match for you. That match will be great. And I would love to see these dumbasses in that match, actually. All these egomaniacs run their fucking mouth. I would love to see Chandler smash their fucking faces. There's a lot of disrespect towards the way that the White Claw Outlaws roll. And as you can see, we don't take it very well.
Right.
It's not something that I enjoy, the way that I react after, because I'm a Christian athlete at the end of the day. I at the end of the day, I want to be able to be a sportsman. I want to be able to do things the right way. These people, it's the fault of all these jackasses that end up turning me into the monster that I turned into when I get in the ring.
Right. Let's see here. Oh, that team is apparently based in Atlanta, and David can talk to the right people. Well,
dude, I'm telling you, pay me, pay AC, pay Kid if you want the threesome, the baddest threesome out there. I mean, it can happen if that's what y'all really want. I mean, I hope that there would be a decent benefit plan for the Hold My Beer and who the hell ever else, because we're different. I'm just telling you, we're different. We do business different. Things get handled different. And a lot of people are not ready for that ride. So if you think that that's what you want, then fucking go ahead.
Now, let's see here. Scott Larson said, you would get your heart handed to you if you keep messing with Viper.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Really? Bring him on here, Ron.
Bring who?
Hit him up. See if he wants to speak for himself. Everybody keeps bringing up Gary. Go ahead. Whoever you want. I don't care. It ain't nothing to me, dude.
I'm looking. Hold on. Well, before I get to that, there was another comment. He said, I'll drink to that, make money booking. David said that. David Estacado said that.
Make it. I mean, that's the way it is. If that ain't happening, then whatever. But there is shit going down. I know old Viper, he's got a show going on this weekend.
Yes,
He's
he
got
does.
some shit going on this weekend. UCW's got some shit going on this weekend. My band's got a show this weekend. So I'm going to be playing some punk rock music this weekend too and partying out like a motherfucker. It's going to be wild.
I'll be at that show in Marion this weekend.
You already know. There's one in Marion. There's one in Asheville. And it will be going down. I mean, the thing is, Gary is begging for these belts back. I mean, I don't want to speak out of turn too much because I don't want to have to, I don't want to have to hurt Viper. I don't want to have to. AC has told me several times, if there's another mention of these belts, we're going to have to break his legs so he can crawl to the ring and take them from us when we decide to hand them back to him. And I've said, AC, listen, do you really want to do that to this guy? Like, I mean, it hasn't really been that bad, but it can always get worse. I could always think about things tonight and over the next couple of days and then decide that on Saturday, I do want to break his ankles or just humiliate him in some way, to mess with the New Age villains, to mess with whoever decides to show up there. Because I will be honest, it's bullshit that we didn't get booked on that show. It's bullshit that we didn't get booked on that show. There's no reason for it. We are the tag team champions, by the way, as we spoke about earlier. So why would you even have, there's supposed to be this big tag team battle for the titles between the Heart Killers and the New Age villains, or, know, how is that going to happen when they're not the champions anymore? How is it going to happen when the belts are with us? How is that event? And then guess who doesn't? My phone, I will show you that Gary has not hit me up, has not messaged me about being booked on the show. Bring them belts back. Bring them belts back. That's all I hear from him. That's all I hear from him. And everybody that was at the last HVW show, hands down, said that was the greatest match that they've ever seen in their entire lives, were the New Age villains versus the White Claw Outlaws. And he did not. Why is it, Ron, that he did not hit me up? He did not hit AC up and book us on that show. Do you have a clue?
I don't know.
If he really wanted those belts back or whatever, you would think that he would book us on the show. And he didn't. So he thinks that I'm going to crawl on my hands and knees back to old Viper and hand him anything. He is fucking crazy. He's crazy.
Right. I sent Viper the invite. Viper has not answered that. Now, you seem to have a lot of animosity against the New Age villains.
Of course. Yeah.
Of course.
The New Age jackasses.
Right. Now, it is my understanding that the grudge match has already been booked. And you're about to get your wish.
Look, it's a wish, but I'm not the kind of guy that's just going to indulge all at once. What's going to happen in this situation, in my mind, is they didn't get the message, obviously, when they got beat down in the locker room. They haven't gotten the message the several times that we've had encounters in the past. But look at every single picture you see of like Bruce Lee, right? He's got this little karate dummy. Now, he has beat the shit out of that thing probably for years, and it never got him once. But he continues to go back and hone his craft and have fun, enjoys doing it. They're crash test dummies, dude. At this point, the new age villains, to me, are nothing more than playthings. I just like messing with those idiots. Because here's the thing. They believe their own bullshit. Everybody has told them they're untouchable. They're the greatest thing that's ever happened. And I just look at them and go, no, you're not. It's that easy. I live rent-free in both of their heads every day.
Well,
so why would you not? It's enjoyable. Would you not have fun? Everybody likes to, mess around with the, somebody weaker than them, and, push them around, kick them around every once in a while.
Right. Now, this is what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Right here.
Look at that.
September 24th. We got a whole month to go.
Look at my arm compared to his. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at our logo compared to theirs.
Yeah.
I think then you look at AC and you look at Ryan, and it's like, this is the honky tonk heartthrob here, man. Look at that smile. Look, they're all mad like they're constipated or something. We're smiling, having a good time. I'm flexing the guns, dude. Jesus Christ, dude. You should have put a content warning before you showed that picture. I mean, some people are going to be divorced, and, that thing goes out on the airwaves. Two good-looking guys, man.
Well,
me and AC, of course, not the two ogres on the other side.
Gotcha. Gary Benfield did reply back. He said, I'll do my talking face-to-face Saturday night.
Hey, babe. I think I'm going to have to go to the HVW show Saturday. Just so you know. Just so you know, things are about to get bad. All right. That's fine, Gary. That's fine. That's fine. See you Saturday. See you Saturday night. So you're going to sit here and you're going to challenge me. And so when I show up, you would be an idiot not to have the police out there waiting. But if I show up and I get arrested, just know this is going to be out there. Everybody's going to see you told me to show up. I'll show up. AC's going to be there. I'm going to be there. You want us to bring them little tag team titles? Well, we will. And you'll get to see them when you're laying flat on your back on the concrete out there. And I'm holding that belt up next to your face. See your little reflection in there with the blood trickling down your forehead. And we roll into the building. We race hell with every single person in there. We tear the ring down. We slap around the film crew. We shave Nathan Cross's head. We kick the heart killers in the face. We go around flipping the concession stand. You want to start something with the White Claw Outlaws, Gary? That's fine. Go ahead and challenge me to be there Saturday. I don't mean to cut your little interview short, Ron, but now I'm pissed off. Now I've got to get my shit together because I wasn't going to mess around, come to the stupid show on Saturday now. But if you want to sit there and type your stupid little response, can't even come on here on screen and face me like a man, you're just as big of a coward as the new age villains are. And see if I damn sure don't come down there Saturday and whip everybody's ass that I need to. I got AC. He's going to stretch your ass, have all of you crying. But the bottom line of this whole situation is this, Ron. The interview between you and me is done, and I didn't come on here to be sitting here and disrespected and threatened and say it to my face and all this stupid shit that Gary wants to play. You won't play these games, Gary? The games are over for me because I'm serious. I'm done with the shit. I'll be there. You want me to be there? I'll be there. AC will be there, and we'll see if this big tough bravado translates through into reality with the bullshit you're trying to pull here tonight. I don't even want to shit on you, Ron. I think you've been as nice as you fucking can this whole time. You've done a great job, whatever. But I'm not going to take that, dude. Now I'm going to have to go get my shit ready for the ass whipping that Gary's going to get. You've doomed the New Age villains and everybody else in that venue with your shit talk and your disrespect to us that will be the last time you do this. It's not going to happen again. It's going to be hard when your fingers are broke and your jaw's wired shut and the building's burned down, won't it, Gary? It won't be funny then to get it talked tough on the internet. I'm done with it, dude. I'm out of here.
Man, there's a lot of comments. There's a lot of comments asking about this.
I don't really have time to talk to these people.
Well, son of a bitch. Well, damn. All you had to do was click the link and come on instead of saying that. Shit. Well, that's what you call a train wreck because it ended really fucking quick, didn't it, guys? Man, well, that was a great time with the White Claw Outlaws there, represented by Chad Bartlett. Let's see here. Scott Larson said he didn't hit you up because your head's too big for the venue. Viper realized it. Viper's too smart to make that mistake twice. I'll speak for Viper. That's probably a terrible idea, man. Viper's like got this. His sight pattern is so huge that like I wouldn't even try to. I can't try to think for that man. I couldn't try to think for him. He sees too much shit. Let's see here. Ghazi chimed in and said, Chad. Well, he's gone now. White Claw Outlaws rule. I'm sure they appreciate that. They'll never watch the show. You see that, Scott Larson? Mind games. Ghazi said, respect the White Claw Outlaws. Thomas Scott said, what the fuck was that? That, sir, was the end of my time with the White Claw Outlaws is what that was. Gary Benfield chimed in to say, I'm in his head now. All right, so look, we're going to take it home right here, right now, off of that. Here's how this is going to play out. Thursday night, you join me here. We'll be talking with Gary at a minimum. We may have the commentary team on with us from High Velocity Wrestling as well. We will be talking about this upcoming weekend. We're going to be talking about Inferno, which is taking place in Marion, August 27th at the Municipal Event Center. Go ahead. You can get your tickets now. You can show up and buy them at the gate, but you don't want to miss this show. You can talk to us Thursday night because we're going to run down the card. And then Saturday, we'll see you at the show. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, and yeah, there's also a Ground Zero show on the 27th. Yeah, I know that, but that's in a different area. That's in Charlotte. This is up the road. So I mean, there's God damn, this sinus infection blows. You can only there's like 5 or 6 shows running the same day. It's insane, but that's what's going on. You got shows from all the way down in Lexington, Orangeburg and all that shit, all the way up the coast, man. There's shows everywhere this weekend. But I'm telling you, a hot ticket show, man. I'm just telling you the hot ticket shows, okay? We will see you guys Thursday night, 8 p.m. We'll try to be on time this time. All right, then. All right, then. You guys have a great night. Take it easy. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all the comments. To my guest, Chad Bartlett, thank you for being here as long as you were. I appreciate the hell out of it. We hope to see everybody real soon. And if you don't see us on here, be sure you see us in person.